In this video, we will try to understand trigonometric functions at the sum or difference of angles. So we are going to find what are the equations for cos of a plus b or cos of a minus b and so on. In this video, let's try to prove cos of a plus b is equal to cos a times cos b minus sin a times sin b. Now, from here on, we are going to maintain a formula sheet where we are going to note down all the formulas that we have learned so far. I request you that you memorize these formulas because that is the only way you can quickly apply it to solve a problem in your examination. So I'm going to help you out create that formula sheet, but please do it yourself too. So now let's get started. Okay, now let's try to prove cos of a plus b is equal to CosA.CosB minus SinA.SinB. Let us consider a unit circle. So let us draw the coordinates first. So this will be our y, x, x dash, and y dash. And this is the center. So we need a unit circle. And when we say unit circle, it means it has radius of 1 centimeter or 1 meter or any unit. So this is radius is 1 unit. Okay, now our target is to find cos of a plus b, which is cos a times cos b minus sin a times sin b. So this is our target. Now how do we do it? Let us mark a point A on the circle. So this is the angle created by point A, which is angle A. Then let us mark one more point on the circle, which is B. Let us join it to the center. Now this angle from here onwards, this additional part is B. So the coordinate at A are cos A, sin A, and coordinate at B are cos of A plus B, sin of A plus B. Because x coordinate is cosine and y coordinate is sine. We learned that in the previous videos. Now what we can do is, let us mark a point C on the circle. And let's assume this creates an angle of minus b. Why are we considering it to be minus b? Because it is measured in clockwise direction. So the coordinate of C is cos of minus b, sin of minus b. So C will be equal to cos of minus x is cos x, so cos b, minus sin b. Okay. Now we have these three coordinates. Now what we can do is, let us consider this initial point to be D, which is 0, 1, because it's on the x-axis. Now let us join these 2 points. So we joined B to D and we joined A to C so that we get 2 chords in a circle. Now length of the chord can be found out by the formula. So length is equal to, we have 2 coordinates here. So x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Now before we do that, let's observe these 2 triangles. So triangle AOC and triangle BOD. These are the 2 triangles we want to focus on. If you notice here, these 2 triangles have a radius as their sides. So OA is equal to OC in the first triangle, and in the second triangle OB is equal to OD. The reason is these are radiuses of the circle. Now let's see what the angle formed at O is. So in triangle AOC, the angle is this B plus this additional gap. Let me change the color to show you. We see this additional gap here. So this is b plus, let us consider it as x. So what would this be? angle at O is something B plus X. So similarly in triangle BOD, it is minus B, but in a triangle the angles cannot be negative. So it is B plus X. So basically what we see is two sides are equal and an angle between them is equal. So that means triangle AOC is congruent to triangle BOD. If you are not aware of the concept of congruent triangles, please watch video number 2. This is the video where we have in detail explained what are congruent triangles and how we can identify them. Okay, now we know that these two are congruent triangles. So when two triangles are congruent, AC is equal to BD. Because these two triangles are congruent, the other two sides also become equal. So this is one important information we will use in the proof of cos of A plus B is equal to cos A times cos B minus sin A times sin B. Okay, now let's find out the length of AC. So AC is square root of the coordinate set C plus coordinate set A, correct? Because of this equation. Now what is AC square? Just to make calculations easy, let's remove the square root by squaring AC. So what is the coordinate at A? Coordinate at A is, we found that out already, it is cos A times cos B. And what is the coordinate at C? It is cos B and minus sin B, correct? So let's apply that. So this would be cos A minus cos B the whole square and plus, because there is a plus here, sin A minus of minus, what that would be sin B, correct? Plus sin B the whole square. Now we have to solve this equation. Let's simplify this equation now. So this will be A minus B the whole square. Let's solve that. Cos square A plus cos square B minus 2 cos A cos B plus, this is A plus B the whole square. So this will be sin square A plus sin square B plus 2 sin A sin B, correct? Now let's observe what we can cancel out. So we have cos square A plus sin square A here, which is equal to 1. That is an identity. We also have cos square B plus sin square B, that is again 1. So then this is 2 cos A cos B plus 2 sin A sin B, correct? So this will be 2 minus, now if I consider minus 2 to be common between these two, we would have cos A times cos B minus sin A times sin B, correct? Because I considered minus 2 to be common between the both terms. So this is the value of AC square. Next thing we want to calculate is length of BD. So what is BD? It is coordinate of D, which is 1, 0. I have fixed this, so this is actually 1, 0. I accidentally marked it as 0, 1. Apologies for that. So D is 0, 1 and B is cos of A plus B. So we want to find the length of these two coordinates. So we'll apply the same formula again. So this would be, now let's square it so that we get rid of the square root in this equation. So let's get back to this. So this will be cos of A plus B minus 1 the whole square plus sin of A plus B minus 0 the whole square. So basically we applied the equation here, x2 minus x1 and y2 minus y1 between these two coordinates B and D. Now let's solve this equation. So we would get cos square of a plus b plus 1 minus 2 cos of a plus b. I just applied a minus b the whole square here, plus sine square of a plus b. That's it, because 0 doesn't count, because 0 square and anything multiplied by 0 is 0. Now let's see what can be solved here. We have cos square of a plus b and sine square of a plus b. This will change to 1. So this will be 1 plus 1, 2 minus 2 cos of a plus b. So this is bd square. Now we know that AC is equal to BD because of the congruency between these two triangles. So AC square also will be equal to BD square. Now let's write these two values together. So AC is 2 minus 2 cos A cos B plus 2 sin A sin B, which is equal to 2 minus 2 cos of A plus B. So the 2 will get cancelled out here. Now there is a negative sign. Now let's solve this. This will, if we consider minus 2 to be common here, so this will be 2 cos A cos B minus sin A sin B is equal to minus 2 cos of A plus B. Now we'll cancel the negative 2 minus 2 here. So our proof would be cos of A plus B is equal to cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. So this is a very important proof that I want you to practice yourself so that we can apply it to solve many problems that we are going to discuss in the future videos. So please add this to your formula sheet, and I will show you a formula sheet in few seconds. So please pause the video and write it down yourself and also memorize this. If you're liking this channel, please subscribe and also share it with your friends. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Okay, this is the formula sheet I've created. So the first part is the definitions of sine, cosine and tangent and the inverses. Please feel free to pause the video and write it down yourself. We are going to use this to solve a lot of problems in the future videos. Next, we have trigonometric identities here, the three important ones. Then we have made a note of all the trigonometric functions at different angles at minus x and pi by 2 minus x, pi by 2 plus x, 3 pi by 2 minus x, 3 pi by 2 plus x, and the last one 2 pi minus x. So please pause the video and take a note of this yourself, and I want you to memorize this so that you can quickly solve any trigonometric functions question. Then just a quick notation of what happens in different quadrants. In the first quadrant all are positive, second quadrant sine and cosecant are positive, in the third quadrant tan and cot are positive, and the fourth quadrant cosine and secant are positive. And then the latest one which we learned, I just added it to the formula sheet, which is cos of A plus B is equal to cos A times cos B minus sin A times sin B. So this formula sheet is going to grow, and I request you that you memorize this every day so that you become a master in solving trigonometric function questions. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.